Welcome and thanks for joining me for Places of Opposites. Today is 8/8, which is the Lion's Gate. If you're not familiar with the Lion's Gate, it's a day of superabundance is how the lore goes, because 8 is the number of abundance and things returning and eternal growth. However, 8 has also got a little bit of an edge to it. There's often karmic patterns involved, so it could also be a day that you're manifesting what you've created for yourself through other lifetimes or other moments in this life that are coming into fruition. So, but keep your positive thoughts up on the energy of 8/8 and allow that to flow today. Also note that there was a reading, I think near the beginning of August, that had 2 8s in it. And so hopefully we're easing through some of that energy of the emotional trials that you just have to face and get through. But anyway, today we're going to use the Ask Your Guides cards by Sonia Cochette and the Psychic Tarot for the Heart, created by John Holland. So what I actually saw was the Ask Your Guides being the vertical aspect and the Heart Tarot being the mental and emotional wisdom. So let's see here. So Places of Opposites. Hopefully you've joined us for a few of these, but if you haven't, the top card is the card of the things that are obvious to you, things that you know, things you're aware of, or that have at least crossed your mind. And the card opposite, the bottom card, are hidden influences or things you don't realize are in play. And the card to the left is the Analytical Wisdom, or sometimes denotes things that you've just finished up with, the past. And the card to the right indicates Emotional Wisdom and things that may be coming up for you. And then the center card is the theme or the resolution, depending on if you asked a question or are just looking at energies. So, as I'm shuffling, I'm just going to set the intent that what needs to be heard by those who watch will be heard, and the message will be clear, and that whoever finds this in the moment that they find it, it will be in perfect timing for them. Because energy works that way. It doesn't have to be construct of time and space, because truly, to the spirit, everything is right here, right now. There is no such thing as past, present, or future. So anyway, we'll just keep shuffling here. Clear out these cards a little bit. So I'm going to look first for the card that goes on the top, the things that we're aware of. Places of Opposites is a 10-day window. It overlaps the previous one by a few days, so it will be the energies that started this weekend and carry through till this past weekend, carry through today, the next weekend, and on to the following Wednesdays. And so that's the top. And the card for the bottom, the hidden influences, things we're not aware of as much, but are actually influencing us and kind of driving the ship. These cards are sticking together. emotional and mental wisdom. And I have small hands, which is a lot of times why I do riffle shuffle. You might think it goes the other way. So to the left, the analytical wisdom, the wisdom of your mind, also possibly where we're coming from a little. And to the right, emotional wisdom. And we'll just cut a card for the center. Okay, we won't cut a card for the center. We'll find the card for the center. Okay. Whew, now we have our cards. Sometimes that process takes a long time, sometimes it's very fast. Okay, top card, the things that we are consciously aware of. Focused on your life purpose. I find this very powerful coming from the Ask Your Angels guide, because that means that there are actually your guides working with you as well right now. Your life purpose, your soul purpose. You know, really, you can't get it wrong. You're doing it because you're alive and you're living, and you know your spirit's always guiding the ship. But you are aware of wanting to express it more. You are aware of wanting to embrace it and to follow it and to see what kind of things it brings into your life when you really aren't just haphazardly going along, but when you're really directing your focus towards experiencing it and allowing it to be something that you're living with that's absolutely joyful, absolutely fulfilling, at least the possibility of it. And coming at it from a very conscious place often means that you can experience it in that vibration of the way you want it to feel, instead of it just being kind of haphazard mishmashes of things. So, very cool. And opposite that, the thing that you may not realize is that you are always expressing your creativity. Creativity comes in so many forms. I think especially in Western culture, although maybe all cultures, I don't really know, we get really boxed in on what is good enough or worthy expressions of creativity. And creativity can happen all over the place. I mean, sure, it can be a drawing or a painting or a sculpture or some sort of artistic thing that way. It can also be acting, dancing, performing. It can also be building, constructing. It can be problem solving. It can be planning. I mean, there's all kinds of ways that we use our creativity. What they're really saying here is to allow it even more. That where you know you're creative, allow yourself to experience it even more there, and then beyond there. Give yourself a chance to really play with things that maybe cross your mind, but you don't really allow yourself to have that creative expression. And if you catch yourself saying, I'm not creative, I want you to blow that thought up every time. Just say cancel, blow it up, and correct it. Tell yourself you're very creative. You come up with very creative solutions and that you have great creative expression, and allow your creativity to really flow. It will bring you so much and elevate that vibration, and also ties in very directly to how you express your life's purpose. It may be that there's something you've always wanted to do and couldn't figure out how to do it, and your creativity will suddenly bring it into play. So. All right, analytical wisdom. This is a major arcana. when you come from the heart and when you join into a partnership with someone, whether it's relationship, business, whatever, there are things you have to compromise. There are things you have to be willing to let go of so that you can become who you are in that relationship. You have to be willing to move, to change, to allow change to happen. And from the analytical standpoint, you understand this. It's like you know exactly where you need to compromise. You know exactly what things you need to let go of, and you know exactly what directions you need to move. The challenging part is convincing your heart, convincing your emotions, because in this case, we get stubborn. It's kind of like sharing, but that's mine. Why would I share it? It's always been that way. Why would I change it? That's just who I am. Why would I grow? So your mind is recognizing areas where compromise needs to happen, but you just have to get around your ego and your pride and your stubbornness. So, the emotional wisdom side, also a major arcana, heal. There's so much from the past that creates who we are right now, which is so full of blessings, and even the pain, even things that have injured you become blessings. But the key is that now it's time to really not let those things define you anymore. It's really the emotional wisdom to say, I am more than that. And to stand and face your fears, to stand and allow things to be different than they were. Again, the theme is just change. But this way, in your emotional wisdom, it's about allowing yourself to heal, allowing things to be different and change so that you can be who you are now towards your life purpose and expressing your creativity and not be trapped by who you used to be or the old pain pictures. So, and they're saying there's a lot of support from your guardian angels, from your healing angels, from the divine creator. If you just ask for that healing and allow yourself to receive it, you don't even have to know the details of what all that is. Just set your intent to really be able to heal from those emotional wounds. Maybe it's anxiety, maybe it's depression, maybe it's fear of partnership, maybe it's, there's just, I see a whole lot of abuses and incidents, but just allow yourself to go to that place where you can give it all to the Supreme Being, the God or Goddess of your heart, and allow them to take it, and allow yourself to be healed and brand new in this moment. Center cards. And for appreciation, the vibration of gratitude and appreciation is a vibration that invites all the things that you want to create for yourself, all the things that you want for yourself in a good way. And the more you express appreciation and gratitude, the more you ramp up that vibration, and the more things come to you that allow you to feel that vibration of appreciation and gratitude. I also see what they're saying here, though, is there's some of you who have appreciation for things, but right along with it, you're feeling guilt. When they're like, appreciation guilt. And they really want you to divorce yourself from the guilt, to let the guilt go. There's nothing to be guilty of. You have what you have, and you have the experiences you have the people in your life that you have, and they're all there for reasons, and they're all there, to bless you. They're not there to punish you. They're not there to show you that, somehow, I don't even know what the guilt is based in, whether it looks like it's guilt for having more than others or not being in the same place. But stop being guilty. Allow yourself to be in the place that you are, to have what you are able to have. Because when you can have more and you vibrate in that vibration of appreciation, which brings even more, then it's an invitation for others to match that higher vibration rather than you lowering yourself. So again, just like the thought of you're not creative, if you have that feeling of guilt, if you recognize it, just blow it up. Say stop. Let it go. And focus on the appreciation. See? Change your focus. Change your focus. You know, I just see where there are many of you who are used to playing punishment games against yourself, where you're not good enough, you're not creative enough, you have too much, you are, and just all kinds of ways that you beat yourself up. You beat yourself up for the things you lack, you beat yourself up for the things you have, and it's time to change your focus. It is time for you to start appreciating you, time for you to start appreciating what you have. It's time for you to start loving yourself, putting yourself in that position of you are worthy. You can have. You can create. You are amazing. What you do is enough. It is more than enough. When you are authentically you, expressing yourself, doing things, you give the world and the universe so much more than you've ever imagined was possible. So change your focus. Stop playing the punishment games. Start focusing on where you're going with clear intent, how you want to experience it, how you want it to feel. Allow your creativity to flow. Recognize where you have to compromise. You already have mentally. Now it's just time to get over the ego and change that focus. And allow yourself the healing. Allow yourself to no longer be defined by your past. Allow those chains to fall away. Allow yourself to see the bright light ahead and to grasp the concept of you don't have to be in pain. Mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. You can be free from pain. You can be healed. And you can give that to yourself. So again, I just feel really power's there. Ask for it. You will receive it. Heal yourself. Allow yourself to be healed. Allow yourself this new vibration, this new journey. Ooh, take care. Be blessed. It's an amazing 10 days of inner battling, perhaps, or just recognizing. It doesn't have to be a battle. Just recognizing that it's time to change your definitions of yourself and the way you play the game of life, and to start appreciating who you are, what you have, what you're creating. Take care. We'll see you next week.